In the market today, there's such a wide array of different backpacking stoves and backpacking cook sets that it really leaves you with some fantastic options depending on what your own personal strategy is going to be. So, why don't we go over what's in my own cook set to give you some ideas of what might work well for you. So as far as backpacking stove goes, the market really provides you with so many different options. You can kind of really decide what you think is going to suit your needs, what's going to work best for the environment that you're going into, and you can also decide how lightweight or how heavy you want to go. The stove that I carry with me is the MSR Pocket Rocket. I have nothing but great things to say about this, with how lightweight, how compact, how reliable, and how easy to use it is. There's a reason why it's been rated one of the most reliable stoves on the market year over year. There's also a very viable reason as to why this is still a favorite stove amongst Appalachian Trail thru hikers. If I did a gear review video on this stove before, so if you want to take a look at it, you can see that video right over here. I'm not going to go too into depth with it right now. It's very, very self-explanatory. Take a look at the videos. You can decide for yourself. However, today I'm really going to be touching on my mess kit, what I keep inside of it, and going over of why I chose this mess kit in the first place. So let me open it up so we can go ahead and talk about it. So when I originally purchased this mess kit, it actually came with an outer shell, a larger set identical to this. It almost was like one of those nesting dolls. However, I wanted something that was lightweight, so I took the inside portion, and I rented to a friend the outer side portion since he needed a new one. So this thing for a solo backpacker has been absolutely fantastic. It's worked wonders for myself, provided me with everything that I need without having to bring some extra accessories along the way. So just to give you an idea of how large this really is, this is my 1 liter Nalgene. As you can see, it's very, very comparable to it. Now, what I decided to do is I went with the non-stick version. I know there's plenty of other options out there as far as aluminum, titanium, stainless steel, the whole nine. Certainly with titanium, that's really becoming all the rage nowadays because of how lightweight the cook sets really are. However, you do also have to be careful with how you cook food inside the titanium cook sets. Titanium heats up very quickly, it transfers heat very quickly, so if you're not careful, you're not paying attention, you can end up scorching your food to the bottom of the entire pot. With myself, I do cook inside of this, so I wanted something that was going to be easy to maintain and easy to clean up as well. So opening this thing up, I do keep some things in here so I can compartmentalize a lot of different accessories so they're not strung all throughout my backpack and taking up more room in my backpack. So taking off the lid right here real quick, as you can see, I do keep just a half size of a sponge. Now I'm putting this in here for purposes right now. However, obviously when this thing gets wet, it gets used, I'm not going to put this back in here. That way putting it back in here makes it more susceptible to mold and mildew, and I do not want that to happen. So once I use it, it gets wet, it goes on the outside of my backpack near inside one of the mesh pockets, so that it gives it time to dry out during the day. Now, if I pull this out, obviously I do have a rag sitting in here, and I do that for a reason. I don't use this rag as for cleanup. I have something separate for that. However, what I do utilize this for is to hold my fuel canister. So this is the 13-ounce fuel canister. I'm just using this for purposes right now. Obviously, there are times where I just go with the smaller ones. But just to give you an idea of how, the nice size that this gives you, I wanted to go with this one right here. Now, a big reason why I put it inside the microfiber towel is for a couple different reasons. For one, that way the fuel canister doesn't rub around and scratch the inside of my mess kit. And on top of that, while I'm hiking, it holds it in place so it's not clacking, making a whole lot of noise, and just making it extremely annoying for me. Yeah, sure, I do play music when I go backpacking, but the fact that it's sitting right behind you and it's metal on metal, man, that gets annoying. So I put it in there just to kind of muffle any of the sound, hold it into place, and prevent that from happening. Getting onto the cook set itself. The bottom pot right here will hold just under a full liter of water. So it really is a nice sized cook pot for something that's still pretty nice and small. The handles just completely fold down and collapse down to basically mold to the rounded side of the cook pot itself. And it also comes with a silicone coating around the handle so that you have something that's nice and sturdy and it doesn't get too hot when you're cooking inside there as well. Now, you all saw this before. This is kind of a multi-purpose item. It's also obviously a lid to my cook set, so I get better fuel efficiency and better burn time or better boiling time out of my water. However, as well, it provides me with a secondary mug in case I need to have my morning coffee, my electrolyte drink at the end of the day, or possibly if there's a low flowing stream, not a very deep stream, I'm able to scoop water out very easily with this, and that way I can filter my water more efficiently. And of course, last but not least, I'm of course not going to eat food with my fingers. I'm not an animal. I'm not a caveman. No offense to cavemen. However, all I simply use is a Sea to Summit spork. I don't bring any other utensils with me. There's no need to. If I actually have to cut food, I have a pocket knife for that. So it's just a simple Sea to Summit spork. It's made out of airplane aluminum, I believe it is. So it's very nice and lightweight, very nice and durable for myself, and it's done the job very, very well for me. Possibly in the future, I would look to get one of the longer versions, just so if I'm eating out of a backpacker magazine, I'm not scraping my knuckles on the inside and having my hands covered with food. But you know what? This has worked really well for me now, something I might look into in the future. So the cook set itself is very nice and lightweight. I'm sitting right around 8 ounces for the cook set alone. I'm sitting right around 10 ounces when I put in the towel, the spork, and also the sponge. I'm not counting my stove and I'm not counting the fuel canister. The fuel canister, yeah, sure, I do put in here. However, whether it's the small one, the large one, I'm also using that along the way, so it's depleting on weight there pretty much. But just for sheer purposes right now, I'm looking probably about 8 ounces for this guy here, 10 ounces altogether with the microfiber towel, the sponge, and the spork. So something that's very nice and lightweight, very nice and compact, and it's served me very, very well so far. I don't see myself upgrading this at all unless it breaks, something were to happen. If I lose it, which is very unlikely, it's just absolutely worked wonders for me. I don't have to bring extra accessories. The fact that it's my pot, lid, and also a mug in an all-in-one compact system, it's pretty tough to beat with something like this. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm doing a little bit of things here and there, just going over the individual pieces of what I carry in my backpack, and also explaining why I carry them. Like I try to reiterate in all my videos, is that there is no perfect system for everybody. The perfect system is what works well for you. This has worked well for me. Hopefully it gives you some ideas to think about, to make your decision for your own cook set, and that's all I really hope. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I really appreciate you guys following me along. There's a lot more here to come, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. Leave me any comments below, ask me any questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have whatsoever. Thanks again for following along, guys. Talk to you soon. Baba Ganoush, out. How's it going, guys? Baba Ganoush here. I hope you liked that video. Definitely feel free to subscribe for more content. Check the links in the description below, and always feel free to like, comment, and share. Ask me any questions that you guys might have. I'm always here to help you guys out. Talk to you guys soon. Baba Ganoush, out.